Hey friends, this is Rachel Jackson with wealthwithrachel.com, and I'm excited that you stumbled across this video. You're probably looking for the fastest path to network marketing success, and I know I was. 9 years ago when I got started in this industry, at 21 years old, I was a college dropout. I had very high hopes. I was actually really attracted to direct sales and network marketing for a couple of reasons. One, the fact I was a college dropout. There wasn't a lot of great prospects for me as a career, but I also had a feeling that I was designed for something more, that I was destined for something more. Maybe you have that feeling. Maybe you get up every single day and you drive to work and you sit alongside a bunch of coworkers and bosses that you're smarter than, and you feel like, man, I'm made for something more, and you're not spending as much time with your loved ones as you are with people that you don't like, and you want control over that freedom. Well, that's what I wanted. 21, college dropout, hated my job, hated my commute, $10,000 in credit card debt. I was looking for a way out. And what I found was when I got started, I didn't really have somebody explain, this is how you succeed in a very rapid way. I kind of had to figure it out. My first month actually in business, I made up my own script. I made up my own kind of marketing ideas with the help of my husband, who's a genius in marketing, and I was an insurance agent at the time. And my first month in network marketing, guess what? I made a big fat $0. But I failed forward, and within a couple of months I was making a couple thousand a month, and those first 5 years were training ground for me, and I made about 100 grand in 5 years, and the last several have really been the milestone, life-changing. In fact, I partnered with the right company, and my husband and I have made $3 million in 4 years. And after launching tens of thousands of promoters and helping thousands of them either create a part-time $500, $1,500 a month income, helping over 100 create six figures or multiple six figures, and creating 3 millionaires, after doing just that, I realized, wow, there's definitely a very specific path. It's almost like having GPS. When you have GPS or navigation in your car, you know what to do. You know how to get exactly where to turn, where to veer right, where to veer left, what obstacles to avoid. Oh, there's a car crash over here or whatever. And so it's like having an internal mapping system. And this industry is pretty simple. It's not easy. You'll never hear me say it's easy. But it is very simple when you have the right direction. So let's go through 5 simple steps. 5 proven steps that are going to absolutely maximize your paycheck over the next 90 days. If you follow this to a T, I have a feeling, and I know without a doubt, that you're going to be putting a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s in your bank account and be in profit in your network marketing business. So let's take a look. The first step in your path towards network marketing success is you got to choose the right company. Now, I know that a lot of companies out there, they're like, I'm the best, and it's hard to really decipher. It's hard to discern which ones are really good. Well, I think there's a lot of really great products on the market. In fact, in direct sales, we have the best products. They have to be good because they rely on customer and promoter referrals in order to build a downline and to build a network. And so I believe there's a lot of really great products. There's also a lot of really great leaders or decent leaders that are out there with some good vision and with some good marketing. But there's 3 major characteristics that I was looking at specifically when I got started in my multi-million-dollar deal that I'm in right now, that we've really chosen to partner with as for a legacy company. The first one is that I learned something from a very, very successful billionaire, and he said, don't start a business, solve a problem. Don't just start a business, find a problem and solve it. And so you want to be looking for a company that actually provides a major solution. And I remember my first company that I was in, where I wasn't really making more than a couple grand a month, we provided a solution, but the solution was to a very small problem that was not very painful. And people usually make decisions based on 2 things. Number 1, they make decisions based on pleasure. What feels good right now, right? I mean, definitely feels good to have a glass of wine. It definitely feels good to, eat that second piece of pizza. It feels good. We make decisions out of pleasure. We also make decisions out of the avoidance of pain, right? And I know one thing for me, I decided to partner into weight loss because 70% of Americans, over 50% of Europeans are overweight or obese. And so I knew, even me being formerly overweight, that when I looked into the mirror, I knew that I had a problem and I wanted to solve it, that I would spend thousands that I didn't even have at that time to nip, tuck, suck that off of me, right? Extra weight, ladies, you know what I'm talking about? Gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. So I wanted to provide a solution, and I was looking for what was the number 1 problem. the number one problem in America right now is obesity, the fastest growing disease on planet Earth. And so you got to provide a solution, and ideally to a large problem. Don't be afraid of finding a company that has a lot of competition, meaning a lot of competing products. I've seen a lot of companies like, we're the only one in this niche. Ugh, that might not be a very good thing. You want competition. That means people are buying and people are spending money there. The second thing you want to look for in a company is a proven track record. Ideally, most companies are going to fail within their first year or two in the business. I was specifically looking for a company that was 5 years older or more. I didn't want a company that was decades and decades and decades old, but I wanted to find a company between that 5 and 15 year mark that was going to be proven, that had results, but it also was safe, right? You know, there was some cushion, if you will. Like, I knew they weren't going to go out of business, right? So you want to look for a track record. You also want to look for a track record in a company that's producing new stories monthly, yearly. It's not the same 10 guys on stage at every single event. If it's one guy, if it's just one guy, that's a problem. If it's just one girl, that's a problem. Where are the new stories? Got to have a track record. The third thing in choosing a company, and this is the only thing, people argue all the time, compensation plans, but for you to have fast results, this is important, right? Choosing a company that has a high revenue per distributor per month. High revenue per distributor per month, meaning the industry average right now is around $100 to $120 a month revenue per distributor per month, right? Ooh, crazy numbers. But this is what you want to look for, something that's higher than that. And what this actually shows you, with our company, it's about $450 per month per distributor. That's about 4 times the industry average. What this shows you is that the company has customers. And what it told me when I was looking at my business and in dissecting different opportunities all the time and talking with 6 and 7 networkers, is one thing that I realized is you need less people to make more money. And one of the hardest things in network marketing is to build a large team. So why not have a smaller team, less headaches, less drama, and less recruiting, and make the same amount, if not more cash? So these are the 3 ways that I believe you should choose the right company to help you have success. The second step in the fastest path to network marketing success is choosing the right mentor. John C. Maxwell said that the greatest leader is one that knows the way, who shows the way, and then goes the way. You got to be able to find a mentor that I call they're rich. It's not what I'm saying, but you got to find a mentor who's rich. Now, rich stands for, number 1, a good mentor has results. A mentor, an upline, as somebody that's gone out there and they've proven the model. They're getting active results right now in their business. They're producing new stories. They're creating new victories and creating win month after month, week after week in their business. You got to find somebody that has a stack. Now, this is also important because that mentor for you is going to give you something to shoot for, right? They've done it, so you're going to go and reproduce whatever they did in order to get to that 6 figures, that 10 grand a month, or 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month. They're going to give you that plan because they've done it. You can't lead somebody to a place that you've never been to. So find somebody who has the results that you're after and then do what they do. The second thing you want to look for in order to have fast results is you got to find an upline with integrity. Now, there's a couple ways that integrity will fit in. Number 1 is they use their product. I know this is really crazy, but it's really hard to follow somebody who doesn't even use their product, but they're just in it for the money. You know, somebody who's, has the vision and the mission inside of them and lives out whatever their product really is and utilizes it, right? They're speaking from integrity. Now, another thing with integrity, and this is a hot button, is that they are loyal to their company. Now, every company is going to go through ups and downs. Heck, I was in a company for 5 years. It wasn't my mission. It wasn't really even traditional network marketing. And I was looking for more of a traditional build. I was looking for a stronger MLM feel. And I found my passion was in health and in weight loss. And so I've been with this company now for 4 years. But you got to find a person that's loyal to a brand, loyal to the leaders, loyal to the company mission. Don't follow the guy or the girl who's jumping to a new thing every 6 to 18 months. If somebody's been in 3 or 4 deals in the last couple of years, that's a big red flag in finding a mentor, because chances are they're just searching for the next paycheck. C, consistency. I love looking at leaders' pages. I want you to look at, go into anybody's page that you're looking at, maybe joining their team. Are they consistently promoting their opportunity? And what this really shows me is, are they still in the field? Are they still grinding? So you can sign up with the top guy in any company, but some of those guys are on a golf course. So you're going to have a hard time getting them on a phone call, answering questions. You want to find somebody who's consistent and predictable, creating results now. And the last thing, so simple, choosing the right mentor. They got to be happy, right? Is this a person that you want to emulate? You'll have a hard time following somebody inside, internally. You'll have a hard time being led if they don't have the lifestyle that you're looking for, if they don't have the joy and the internal peace and the fulfillment of their vision. And you'll know, right? You'll get a sense. It's a sixth sense that we have with people if they're truly, truly happy. So find somebody that loves what they're doing. They're passionate about it. They are getting results. They have high integrity. They're completely consistent. And they are definitely have the happiness quotient that you're looking for. So that's one of the tips to get really fast success in network marketing. All right, step 3, FTDI. You have to follow the dang instructions. Follow the simple system. Every single company has got a proven system. You got to go find what that is, and you got to plug into it and treat it like a recipe. See, in network marketing, there's 2 different ways to build. One is like cooking. You can add a little bit of this, you can add a little bit of that. If you're cooking a stir fry, you can say, oh, well, I love garlic, I hate ginger. You can really adjust it if you're cooking. But if you're baking, you follow the dang instructions, right? You measure, you have a cup of flour, you cut the flour at the top, right? Everything is about being precise. You don't add, you don't subtract ingredients, you bake it to a T following the recipe. So my biggest advice for going fast is you have to follow the dang instructions. The best thing that I did when I got started 4 years ago was I found the right company, I found the right mentor, but then I got the instructions and I followed it to a T. I was literally given a few simple steps and I followed it, and what was amazing about that is not only did it create me results, but it also created a coachability factor that my upline was attracted to. So one thing that you'll do in going fast is that you'll be hungry and coachable and teachable, and then what'll happen is those people who are above you in your support team, they're going to want to help. They're like, man, this person's following everything that I say. And trust me, we love that as millionaire mentors. Now, follow the dang instructions. I'm going to tell you guys a really simple, I could do a whole nother video. I'll do a whole nother video on this topic. But every single business, no matter what it is, this is sales. And in sales, you have a sales funnel. Doesn't matter if you're like, oh, network marketing isn't sales. It's sales, guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the highest paid profession in the world. And it's probably your best chance for you to create a 6 or 7 figure income is going to be inside of sales. So learn to love this. But in every single industry, in every single business, in choosing the right company and going fast, is you got to get a ton of people into your sales funnel. So you got to get a ton of people. And every funnel is going to look a little bit different. You're going to have some funnels that have a video as part of the funnel. Some of them are going to have maybe a call or a webinar, right? Or maybe even a 3-way call, an in-person, or maybe even a party or a meeting. And there's a ton of different other tools that you can use. But bottom line is they're going to give you instructions. We as mentors, right, give you specific instructions on how to get as many people into this funnel. Now what happens next is using tools to be able to qualify your prospects to either find out when they come through, are they going to be a customer or are they going to become a distributor or a promoter of your product or your service or your business. So this is really, really important, guys. No matter what path you're given, this is the key instructions. If you don't do this, it's going to be hard to create really fast success in network marketing. How many people can you put in your funnel? A day, an hour, a week? What are going to be your goals? When I got started, my mentor Tara told me to make a list of 200 names. And she gave me a challenge. She said, I want you to get all 200 people through the funnel inside of your first 30 days. Because I had a goal to make $3K a month. So I accepted her challenge. I said, I got it. Challenge accepted. I did this. I got 200, had 200 conversations. Now, not everyone made it to this step or to this step or to this step or any of these steps, right? Some of them, they're like not interested. They didn't even, answer my return phone call. But of the 200, my first 30 days, 35 said yes. 35 said yes. 35, following our simple dang instructions, said yes, and we made over $13,000 our first month. That's a fast way to success. All right, step 4, your fastest path to network marketing success is you've got to take off like a rocket ship. You like the little diagram that I have here, my little drawing? But no, seriously, have you ever seen a rocket ship take off? It's amazing. I want to see it in person. I've seen it over videos, YouTube, and of course some NASA here in Houston. But seeing it in person, one thing you got to realize, when a rocket ship takes off, it burns through 90% of its fuel. So just on takeoff, 90% of its fuel is gone. It's done. That's got to be you, your first 7 days in the business. I told you in the previous step, I talked to 200 people my first month. But guys, really, in my first 10 days, I got through about 75% of them. And so I put so many people in that funnel. I talked to so many people that I created this energy. And when you launch like a rocket ship, like a rocket, you become almost immune to any of the no's, the doubters, because you have so much energy. The law of physics says that an object in motion stays in motion. Getting started is the hardest thing you got to do, right? Is it easier to tiptoe into business and to kind of see and hope and pray that it works? Or is it easier to take off? It's easier to launch, guys. So you got to treat this like a business launch. If you start a traditional business, a gym, a franchise, a bakery, you'd launch it, right? You'd have a ribbon cutting. You'd have a big event. You'd call everybody that you know and invite them down. If you started a Subway franchise for a couple $100,000, you would call everybody in your phone book and have them come down and buy a $5 footlong. Would you not? Right? Completely. So treat your business the same way, which means you got to take massive action. See, massive action, what it's going to do, it's going to create a result really quickly, and the law of victory states that success compounds on another. I don't have enough time to go through this all right now. I'll do another video on it, but you've got to launch like a rocket ship. Burn through 90% of that fuel, your fuel, on takeoff. All right, step 5, we made it. Step 5, you've got to leverage events. In order for you to have the fastest results, the fastest path to network marketing success, you got to be able to leverage events. We call it BITS, butts in the seats. Now, there's a couple of reasons why you want to leverage events personally. It's where your inspiration comes from. It's where your motivation comes from. It's where your education is really built, and really your belief in understanding your products, your mission, your co-founders, and the fact that you can really do it, believing in yourself. But more than anything, the best thing that you can do is the moment that you get a brand new promoter get started, you got to pull them into an event. What is the next event? Is it a call? Is it a webinar? Is it a local Super Saturday training? Is it a regional Saturday training or a weekend training? Is it a big national convention? What is the next event? And every new promoter, the point is to get them plugged in ASAP. Here's why. You can only bestow so much belief. You can only, show so much passion, right? Even on a video right now, I could share with you guys a couple of stories. I could bring you on a team call and you could hear 10, 20 stories, rapid fire. But it's not going to be the same as when you get into a big event with 500 people or 1,000 people or 5,000 or 10,000 people and you see these people cross the stage and all of a sudden you look up and you're like, wow, that guy's just like me, that girl's just like me. They have a similar story. You want to leverage events. My first 30 days in the business, after we went out and created crazy results, $13,000 we made our first month. The next month, just a few weeks later, was our big national event. I called through my team. We were able to get about 22 people to register and go to that event. I went into that event. Our team is about 80,000 in sales. But because of that event, because of leveraging all the excitement and the inspiration, everyone came out on fire, and we did another 75,000 in sales in about 7 days. So events have the power to put people into massive action. They have the power to be able to give somebody the certainty that they can do it. And it's so much, they get the chance to see it so much bigger than just you, them, and a conference call, or you, them, in your living room, and a product or a bottle or whatever. So leverage the events. Guys, if you want more training on how to go out there and create a full-time, a 6-figure, or a 7-figure business in this industry, I want you to check out, make sure you guys download my ebook. It's at wealthwithrachel.com. It's free. I wrote a book on creating better wealth and also creating better health, because at the end of the day, if you're making all this money, if you're creating the dream lifestyle, but you're not feeling well or you're not taking care of this temple, you know, that's not really a great situation to be in. So go check out my free ebook. I'll share with you guys exactly how I made $3 million over the last 4 years. Hope you guys like this. 5 simple steps. Go out there, launch your business.